we are here, first day of the induction. From the program we have seen quite elaborate issues that will be discussed, but we are also dissatisfied that Parliament has invited Madam Martha Koome, the Chief Justice, to come and make a presentation. Two things. One, there is nothing new that Madam Koome can bring on board to members of Parliament, because we all have copies of the Constitution and we also have copies of the standing orders. Number two, we believe that whatever she's bringing here today is full of hot air, is an unproven hypothesis, is red herring, and all the negative attributes that she described our petition with. The petition that we took to court and the subsequent verdict was not premised on any law, and therefore we do not think that we have the time and latitude to listen to Madam Martha Koome. We will respectfully walk away when she shows up to make that presentation. She does not interpret the law as it ought to be. The judgment that she rendered was full of insults. I don't think we deserve the kind of insults that she directed our way.
Thank you. I think to continue where my colleagues has left off, generally a court of law is a court of law. We expect judges and people sitting in the judiciary to be people of good manner, good temper, so that whatever judgment they render is not to be full of insults, innuendos, and things generally that do not make sense. We ask her that when she comes, if she happens to come, or any opportunity, she has time to redeem the image of the judiciary as a judiciary that respects the people of Kenya, that actually does the will of God, so that whatever judgment they render should not be a judgment of insults and things that do not make any sense. As much as reforms are going everywhere, in the executive and the legislature, it's also time the judiciary needs to embark on reforms, so that whatever judgment they render, everybody satisfies the judgment, so that wherever they go, they are okay with it. It's even more appalling that the Supreme Court has got the final say in all the judgments in this country. To whatever level of satisfied we are, we have nowhere to go. So we are asking the Madam Chief Justice, we don't want her here today. She needs to go take this time, she would have come here to go and soul search and find a way for moderating her language, moderating her demeanor, so that she reflects the true character of the people of Kenya. Thank you.
So Boshimo, is it just you here or it's the whole lot of you?
Hey, most of us like-minded. And we, as Jared has said, we members of AZIMIO, those of us who understand what judgment ought to be about, those of us who have been brought up in Christian families, we take extreme offense in the manner and the language she used, and we will respectively just walk out on her so that she can address those who probably have made insults as part of the agenda in this life. Thank you.
And finally, you know, you never invoke the name of the Lord in vain. I was perplexed that she went to campaign in her village in a funeral, and she said that that decision was inspired by God who lives in heaven. I do not think God subscribes to insults, and therefore let us not invite the name of the Lord on very trivial, cheap things that only affect a section of this country. And therefore, on behalf of the judiciary, let me say that God should just forgive us for such transgressions.
In fact, the most important thing here is that if people wanted judgment by God, then they will go to a pastor. You don't need to go to God. To court? Where do we go when we want matters of God? We go to church. And there is a reason why the Constitution provided for God and not a church to be the final say in a petition.
Thank you, guys.